Are the reason for 60% of divorces, and honestly I believe it, because men will ignore you for years and then act confused when you finally leave.
80% of divorces are filed by women because there's only so much we can take, babe.
Bro took the safe that I kept at her house. Bro, this just took me up top.
So he responded right away, and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details.
We talk about how I'm manipulated into staying because he's a good guy.
All of the time, and he is supposed to spend 95% of his time making you happy alongside working 60 hours.
So me providing for you was more valuable than you giving me 2 children.
So you're telling me that out of all the millions of people in this world, she ends up finding all the men that are narcissists?
Women are the reason for 60% of divorces, and honestly I believe it, because men will ignore you for years and then act confused when you finally leave. Like, don't play dumb. She didn't wake up and decide she was done. She told you 1,000 times what was wrong, and you brush it off every single time. One thing about women, we'll stay until the very last straw. We'll explain it, we'll cry about it, we'll try to fix it, and you still sit there acting clueless. When she finally files, suddenly it's where did it come from? It came from you, not
Who is that girl?
listening. That's why most women file for divorces.
Want to know why 80% of divorces are filed by women? Because there's only so much we can take, babe. And you know why? Because men don't have the backbone to leave a relationship that they're not happy in. They'll just stay and stay and stay for the free maid and the cook and the chef and the cleaner and everything. But yeah, so women have to take the initiative, because men just don't know how to take initiative. They also don't handle power very well. Men are not built for power. You give them a little bit of power, they abuse it. You give a woman power and she dominates gracefully, as we've seen. The
wild thing, it's sad that so many think this way. Why? Because men, we can't help it. We're all loyal to a fault, right? We're like dogs. Men are like dogs. And you ladies don't realize it. We stay even when things are bad, even when things are good. Like, say, for instance, if you beat a dog, the dog is still happy because you're feeding it. It's wondering why you're hitting it, but it's not going anywhere. But them, they beat us to leave us. Not beat us, but you guys know what I'm saying. It's crazy. That's why I left.
The way they made me feel, that's the reason why I'm not with him today. And one of those things that he said to me was when we were already splitting up and I was moving out. And I was telling him, like, hey, we don't need to do a nasty divorce, but, like, you do need to, like, give me some money to go on about my way, because I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past year and a half, and I don't have anything to show for that year where I could have been earning money. I was at home taking care of us. Like, you got to work because of my sacrifice, so I deserve something. And, like, nothing unreasonable, but just something so that I can breathe, so that I'm not, like, paycheck to paycheck, literally. And he told me, he said, and I also said that, yeah, I didn't work, but, like, I provided value because I gave birth to 2 children and I raised them. And I helped with family life. And his answer was, what you did, that's not how value works. What you did it have any value? Because there was a lot of women who wanted to give me kids. I could have had kids with anybody. But you can't just run out and go find a man to provide for you any day of the week. So me providing for you was more valuable than you giving me 2 children. And, like, I just really want to spare, like, any young woman what you go through to bring these children to this planet is not worth what they're telling you is going to be your reward. I had to sit there and hear him say that to my face. When they say marriage is a humiliation ritual, this is what they mean. I've forgotten more shit that he said like that to me.
this is the thing she get for trying to handle things amicably, trying to be an adult and go about things, trying to be fair, you know. At the end of the day, what people don't understand and what a lot of men don't understand is that when you decide to marry somebody, you decide to become one. So what is yours is also hers. And yeah, women just gotta understand that there's no way to handle things amicably because, you know, somebody is not happy, you know, about the decision or about the whatever, like whatever the situation is. So there's not going to be any happiness anytime soon. Things are going to get nasty. Things are going to get messy. Now, if it was a situation where they both agreed on the divorce or whatever, then maybe you can have an amicable split and, you know, it can be a fair situation where she gets what she deserves, he get what he deserves. But that doesn't sound like that's the case here. It's unfortunate that her man or this man thinks that taking care of her had brought more value than her bringing kids in the world. And at the end of the day, it's not even about value. It's about the fact that when you decided to tie the knot, you decided from that day forward that what is yours is hers. So us women have to stop allowing men to control things and take over things and just go and get what it is that you do deserve. Get what is yours. And that's all I have to say. Get what's yours and, you know, handle it the best way you know how. I mean, clearly you can't handle it that way, but just know that his words can't validate you, will never validate you. He's going to try to tell you anything to tear you down. And, yeah, what he got to say, go to the courts, go do what you got to do, girl. Because you are owed something, you know. And, you know, moving forward, women needs to have their own. Even if you are married, you need to have your own. Because guess what? When it's yours, physically, in your hands, where you can see it, touch it, do anything with it, you don't have to worry about somebody telling you what you're not going to get. You don't have to worry about fighting about it, you know? But girl, do what you got to do. That's your money too, okay? All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the story time. Y'all go ahead and put in the comments what y'all think. What did y'all take on the situation? Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? And be respectful. Have a great Sunday.
So wild about all of these videos where they get on screen and they're crying. We can't see everything. Like, say, for instance, everything's not laid out. One side may not be telling something, but for the most part, it's a humiliation ritual for men. It's a roller coaster. And so many have taken this ride. So many ladies have taken the kids. I'm sure you're getting the kids. I'm sure you haven't worked out the home of the savings, but there's so many others, like the last two videos I showed. If they're getting divorced, they're getting something. Most ladies are getting money. I actually commend you because the way you come across, it sounds like you're not taking him for everything. If that's the case, then he probably should give you something. I wouldn't want to see you down and out, but in a way, you're leaving him. Why? Why are you leaving him? You might as well get grimy and take everything he has. Everyone else is doing it. I don't know the whole story, so I can't commend you. You could have been a headache. Every time he came home, you could have complained. You could have screamed at him all day. Take the garbage out. Do this, do that. Like, men go through the rigmarole all the time. And what do? We last. We're long-suffering. By default, we can't help it because we're thinking we're in a marriage. Yeah, some guys may be abusive. I'm not saying that. Because, you know, somebody's going, oh, you're saying all guys are perfect. No, I'm not saying that. But there's too many talking head crying videos on TikTok. And men are getting tired of that too. So a lot of guys are saying, I'm never getting married.
Those days are over. Every time I talk to married men, they're trying to convince me not to get married. How is it that you have the woman of your dreams, but you convincing other men not to get married? Most men that's married don't want to be married, or they got married for the wrong reasons. They didn't get married because they genuinely wanted to. They got married because they just thought that was just the next steps that they were supposed to do. And then every time we have a conversation, they're trying to push me away from marriage. And then they're surprised by my response because I'm heavy on I want to get married. I'm heavy on men being married. Only if these men's wives knew how they was talking about marriage behind their backs.
It's not behind their backs because some guys that have one, will say it to their face. And I'm one of those guys like you. I wanted that. So that's why I took the ride I took. I didn't see many guys doing it. I didn't hear about it. When I came out here, I was the young guy. Seriously. I was what? 33 years old. All of the older expats looking at me, giving me hell, saying, "You're not going to make it." Yeah, I went through it when I first came in. People calling on my videos, "You're not going to make it out here. You're going to be gone in 2 years." I heard it all. 10 years later. Look at me now. But I lucked out. Not lucked out. This was written because I followed God's way, just like that brother's trying to follow. So me doing that and me being from where I'm from, I saw the way things were. I said, "No, I can't do this." It happens. And the guys that are aware, they see that too, and they go, "It's not working." I'm so happy to show guys this is the
Marriage anymore. I got probably like 3 weeks until I'm divorced. And I came to say never marry a man, okay? I told that man I would rather eat that house piece by piece than to give you the satisfaction to think that, girl, why did he tell? Oh, I want to go visit the house. Why do you need to visit the house to simply sign to say that I can sell the house? I'm not playing these games with you. The house can go back on the market. And or I can wait till I'm officially divorced to sign my house, and or I can get a tenant, and or I will eat the house piece by piece with a fork and a knife. I will never, ever, a baby like me, I will never give you the satisfaction to think that you stopped me from handling business. Ever. Never. You done lost your damn mind. It's no stipulations that he get to talk, oh yeah, I need this, and I need that, and I need this, and I need that. You can't get nothing from me. I'm handling business. Big business. I think you forgot who you married. Hello? Yeah. Uh-huh. Sure thing.
He wasn't the one manipulating. He isn't a narcissist. She, for God knows how long, has a track record of saying every single man she's been with is manipulating her, gaslighting her, and is a narcissist. So you're telling me that out of all the millions of people in this world, she ends up finding all the men that are narcissists?
Real talk alert.
Are you delusional? He treated her right. He did everything right. He got the car. He got the kids. He gave her everything. He worked his ass off. And when he came home to the most toxic female in the world. And now, because she's turning everyone against him, he's the narcissist. Yet another one. A narcissist. Grow up, use your head, and realize not every single man's a narcissist.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
How was the lie?
No, what did you say before that?
What?
What did you say before that?
I'm gonna take my walk.
Before that.
You want to do it?
Right.
Are you recording that?
What?
What did you expect me to say? I said no, but what did you expect me to say?
I never
This
know.
one makes
What
it
difference
good,
does
man.
it make?
Well, it makes a lot of difference.
You're making a video.
Oh, no, he's pissed.
I gotta take
Man.
Okay, good.
He's a slow today, so he's in my room right now.
I'm slow today too. I think it's in the weather.
No, that's perfect for you too.
I'm slow, you're slow, we're all slow.
What?
I guess you're slow too because you're not going for your walk.
I've been waiting for you to finish.
For what?
Because I don't want to
'Cause he loves
leave him
you.
alone. He's just kind of slow.
I
Because
gotta
he
go
loves you.
clean the showers. Just
Just
put
like
them
she
out in the
told
living
me,
room
right.
because I'm in and out.
I'll put him out there when I go on my walk.
Yeah. Anyway, exciting times over here. Just off the live and catching up with emails and TikToks. And anyway, that's what I get. You want to do it? Marriage 101. There you have it.
Well, that's wild. Look, I can get what she's trying to say. She's trying to say, turn me on, make me want to do it. But you've been married for a long time. It looks like it. Congratulations, by the way. I'm happy you didn't leave him. And the man, he thinks, you know what? I should just be able to say that. I'm sure when he was younger and he said that, no problem. Right? But now a man just wants to get it without trying. He feels like you're his wife. You should be ready to go every time he's ready to go. You should be ready to go every time he's ready to go. I said it twice because that's what happens on the other side of the world. I know a guy, right? I did a video on a black Filipino, and I've been doing this. Anybody that knows. For the past 10 years, 9 years, actually 9 years, I've been showing guys coming out to the Philippines. And one of the last interviews I did, the guy was out here and he said he got with a Filipino. And it just didn't stop. It didn't stop. She wanted it more from him. And some of these Filipinos, some guys get with Filipinos that are older, same thing. That's why guys don't want to get married in the West.
I was just watching the video where you denied me, and holy, have you read those comments? And I'll tell you, those comments were dead on. I mean, that is how I feel inside. I mean, it's not all the time, but I get over it very quickly.
Guys, I read 5 comments. I saw it. The whole comment section was like that. The whole comment section was, bro, you need to leave ASAP. He said, I feel like that sometimes. You
should go get a counselor.
I don't need one. I mean, I self-counsel,
well,
but
this is not why.
my God.
This
Exactly.
is not why I was
That's me, and I don't need
coming
to
here
counsel.
today. When I was coming here today, is I got a Delaney game, and I have some shelves that I need to have hung in the bedroom, and so I was wondering if you could take care of those while I was gone.
Absolutely. Just give me a list of everything you want me to do. Make a list, and I'll check them off one by one. As soon as you leave, I'll get on it, and I'll just motor through that list, and by the time you get back, you'll be coming home to a different house.
I would love that. That would
Okay,
be
you make the
greatly
list, and I'll
appreciated.
take care of
You know,
it.
it's the box in the bedroom.
That big, giant, heavy box?
Big, giant, heavy box. There's
Absolutely.
2
I love
shelves.
big, giant, heavy boxes.
I was not expecting this follow-up video. I mean, that man is just telling her as it is. And honestly, I think that this man is now like standing on more steady ground where he has a bunch of people that have actually validated his issues with what she was doing. And as he should, he is standing tall and voicing it to her. But her response to hearing his feelings is completely dismissive. And in her next breath, she's asking him to do her a bunch of favors. It is very obvious to me that this is a man that chooses to be happy through any and everything.
Yep.
At the end of this video, he is still smiling and laughing. But this is the trap that a lot of happy-go-lucky men fall into because in the end all, their feelings are dismissed. They're not really heard. What's tough about that is that if their feelings aren't heard on anything, that's not going to result in anything ever really changing. And I would argue that type of person is the one that is most deserving because he's willing to put his own feelings aside in order to keep things happy in the relationship. Which is why it needs to be his woman's priority to make sure that his feelings are being considered.
Well, I'll say this because no matter where you go, there you are. I'm in a marriage as well. Sometimes I bump into problems, but check it at the door. And she said it right. She was 10 million% right. He needs to check it at the door. Me, the way he first felt, the way he reacted, it was like he should have stormed off right then and there. And then been okay with everything, saying, what do you need done? I'll do it for you. But check her. Like, look at what's going on with the casting. He just made a comedy special about his wife, ragging his wife. The comedy special was called Gaslit. And so many men bump into this when they're in the West. That's why men don't want to get married in the West anymore. Because they're gaslit. Men are tired of it.
Glad she admits it at least. It's so scary how often stuff like this happens, and a lot of men have been through something like this. Maybe not to this level, but at least a smaller scale. It's crazy how we always talk about how we're strong and independent, and then you see videos like this, or videos where a man needs to pay for everything or do everything. You guys do know men have feelings, right? This isn't something that's just gonna hurt him just now. It's gonna hurt him for years down the road. And he may not even be able to find a healthy relationship because of it, because he'll be struggling with what you did to him. And you're just okay going about your life like nothing happened, like you just don't care? How could you be so heartless? Whatever happened to living in a world where we actually care about other people? We consider their feelings and how our actions made these other people feel. But no, this is just cute and funny, huh? But if someone were to turn around and do the same exact thing to you, you would be putting them on blast all over social media and playing that victim card, wouldn't you? So why is it okay for you to do it to him?
So my wife just left me, and she took everything that wasn't glued to the ground. Check it out. Well, she did leave me my gigantic dogs though. Oh, and a nightlight. Literally everything though. Here's what used to be our bedroom. Here's our closet. Didn't even leave me any clothes whatsoever. Like, why did you take my clothes? Oh, she was kind enough to leave 2 chew toys for the dogs too. Washer and dryer? Gone. Our pantry? Gone. Let's see if I'm gonna starve or not. Oh, yep, gone. Maybe she left something to clean my house though. Oh, nope, gone. Oh, she did leave a water bowl though with some water in the dog bowl. I have no towels to take a shower. That's cool.
I couldn't watch anymore. That was painful. That video was painful. And I'm sure there's some men probably watching right now saying, I understand. I went through it too. This is sad.
I had to pull the over. I'm at work on the in my truck. Why the I had divorce court today and my wife is telling me the whole time that, oh, you don't gotta go to court. I'm gonna make sure everything good. I'm not gonna get you for nothing. I just need to bring my sister for what the fuck she say, for a witness or some shit. Bro, motherfucker just called me talking about, bro, they just granted this half of everything, my savings account. I'm thinking she like seeing social security numbers. She talking about because they making me put you on child support, which I'm like, you can just take me off, it's cool. But bro, the bitch put me on child support, alimony, took half of my savings account.
Can't make this shit up.
Bro, took the safe that I kept at her house. Basically, I had to give her the combination to the court order. Bro, this just took me up top.
Man, that was emotional. Why was it emotional? Because he's a man. And I felt like when that video turned off, he started crying. Because he just found this information out. He stopped the video right away. Look at that. You see that face? I'm leaving it on pause. That's a grown man about to ball out. Ruined.
We talk about how hard it is to leave the good guy. When you say, I want a divorce, and he's like, no, I want to work this out. Everything's going to be fine. You know, we can get through this. And he's so encouraged.
I will genuinely never understand this mindset. But of course, this is like a 2-minute video. So what else does she have to say?
Everything's just so peachy keen, right? We talk about how I'm manipulated into staying because he's a good guy. He does nothing wrong. Like, the only thing he's guilty of is being lazy and, you know, not putting in effort like we did when we were in the beginning of our relationship, like any other marriage. He doesn't beat me, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't.
Women fall in love with the process of falling in love, and sometimes not even the person. Let me explain. The majority of women fall in love with the romantic side of a relationship where he's courting you, he's taking you on dates, maybe he's getting you gifts, he's putting in all of this effort to get you, and you expect him to continue this effort when life smacks you in the face, and it's an unrealistic expectation. Women have been brainwashed into believing that it's supposed to be Disneyland movie all of the time, and he is supposed to spend 95% of his time making you happy alongside working 60 hours.
Make it make sense.
Maybe you added some kids in there, maintaining a house, and all of the things that they don't show you in a Disneyland movie. And the other part about it is so many women sit on the internet all day long and see everybody's highlight reel of what relationships are supposed to be like, so they start to believe that the grass is supposed to be greener on the other side. It is not manipulation if a man wants to work out a relationship with you. You should be thankful, because the majority of men that have an ungrateful partner at home would leave your ass and leave you with absolutely nothing and not want to try at all. And I can promise you the dating scene that you think is going to be better is not going to be. It's the same story every single time. These women put unrealistic expectations on the men. Well, they still don't put in the same effort. They're not having as much sex. Maybe they're not cleaning the house as much. They're not even doing the same things they did to get a man, to keep a man. And the biggest mistake that women make is that they don't go for compatibility, or if they even like this person, they're so focused on, oh, he bought me flowers. Oh, he took me on a date. Oh, he spent $500 on me. They are never looking at the person for who he is rather than what he's doing in the relationship. And then they themselves, because they wake up next to somebody after 10 years and they're like, who the fuck did I marry? Because we don't get along. I don't like anything about this person. The person that he really is isn't the person that I fell in love with. And it's because you fell in love with the idea of him and not for who he actually is. Okay, bye.
When I decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce, we sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying, and I was like, I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away, and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Like, I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight for us, and I was like, so what are we going to do? And he just kept playing, and he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. So it was like within a couple days he moved out.
Karma's a bitch.
Some people think relationship is like a game, and this is why we keep seeing videos like this. So she decided to get a divorce, and once she told her husband, his reaction shocked her. She couldn't believe he didn't try to fight for her. She expected he would oppose it, or at least show some sort of reaction as someone who still wanted to be in that marriage. But since he didn't care, she felt offended. What got to her the most was the fact that he got home and played his video game as if nothing had happened. And the next day, he got everything ready to leave.
Who initiated the divorce?
I initiated the divorce.
What was the reason?
Okay, we were young and we didn't communicate well. And really for me, if I'm honest, it's that he was emotionally disconnected. I felt alone in the marriage. I tried really hard to find ways to get through to him, and I couldn't. And so eventually I checked out and became very resentful and angry.
Shared custody?
Shared custody.
50-50?
Yeah, I'm really close to my dad, so I didn't want to deny him that.
Was he paying you child support?
Yes, and I did get child support all the way through until my kids went to college. But it really didn't amount to that much.
Just curious, how much was he paying you?
At the beginning, I think I probably got around $6,000 a month in like child support and alimony. But this is a man who made a lot of money. He was paying me, I just remembered. So I got about $2,500 a month for child support and about $5,000 a month for alimony. Maybe it sounds like no money to you, or maybe it sounds like a lot, but relative to what my ex-husband made, I really got very little money, and it was never enough to feel remotely comfortable. So I wish I had fought a little harder.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.